ladies. Today I'm going to show you how to straighten your straight hair. So for this video I'm going to be using my heat protectant. I'm going to be using my lightweight serum. I'm going to be using my wax. I'm also going to be using my crocodile clips. I'm going to be using this and also my straightener. I'm going to apply my lightweight serum first. I'm going to apply my lightweight serum first, and I want to make sure that it gets to like every part of the hair. But I don't want to use too much as well. I don't want to use too much so that I don't weigh my hair down. So I want to apply on every part of the hair. Okay. And I'm going to partition my hair. I'm going to put my hair into different sections, like, because I'm also doing the same thing I did for my bob wig video. I'm also repeating the same process. Just like I said in that video, you need to understand that you cannot straighten your hair without partitioning it like this. You cannot get that silkiness and that straightness if you don't do it bit by bit or straighten your hair bit by bit. And you pick up your straightener and you say you want to straighten your hair and you start doing this, okay? It's not going to work. I mean, you're not going to get a good result, okay? You're not going to get a good result. So if you want a good result, then you want to make sure you do the proper thing, which is by, sectioning your hair. I'm going to be doing it one roll at a time, roll by roll. That's what I'm doing. That's the best way to straighten your hair. Whether it's short hair or a long hair, you have to straighten it one after the other, like a roll at a time, okay? So I have this, but I am not still satisfied, so I want just one line, really. I don't want two lines. So I have the line now. After sectioning my hair, I'm going to start working on it line by line. So I'm going to apply my heat protectant now, but mind you, you don't want to apply your heat protectant this close, okay? If you do that, you're going to get your hair wet, okay? So the proper thing to do is just to move your hands like back a bit, then you spray, okay? So by so doing, your hair will not be this wet like this. You don't want your hair wet. In as much as you want to apply your heat protectant, you don't want to make the hair wet. So it's better for you to just move back a bit before spraying your heat protectant. So I'm slowly going to go in with my straightener. And I'm going to repeat the process as many times as I want, maybe like 2, 3, or 4 times, okay? Yes, I think I'm good like this. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other part. Slowly. You don't want to stay too long while straightening your hair, because if you do that, you're going to have this very harsh line, which is not nice. It's not beautiful, okay? So you want to do it slowly, but you also want to be steady. You don't want to stay on one position for too long, okay? So after straightening, this is what your hair looks like, okay? So you'll go to the second row. You comb, and also apply your heat protectors. But this line is too big, so I'm not going to straighten everything at once. I'm going to divide into two and continue the process of straightening. Slowly but surely, slowly but surely. You can see the difference, right? You see the hair looking silky and it's looking more beautiful. I always say this, and I'm still going to repeat it, that it is good to buy a good hair, but it is also very good to style a good hair. So I'm going to apply my heat protectant. You need to understand that your heat protectant is not just there, it has a very important role. What the heat protectant does is that it protects the hair from the hotness of the straightener, so it doesn't damage your hair. You understand? So the fact that you've used a serum and a heat protectant, it's going to allow and make your oil sink into the hair seamlessly. Okay, it's going to make it sink into the hair to make it shiny, more silky, and more sleeky. I'm going to move on to the third row, and I'm just going to continue the same process. At this point, if you know that your hair is feeling kind of dry, you want to apply little serum. I mean very little serum, okay? Then I also want to go in with my heat protectant. You go in with your comb and you gently go in with your straightener. You need a good straightener. You need a good straightener. So I'm good with that, and I'm going to comb. Then you move on to the other part and do the same. I know some of you, you've been wondering, why is Lydia K always straightening her hair on a tripod and a canvas head? Because this is the best way to actually style your straight hair as a professional anyway. I'm also going to do a video showing you how to straighten your hair on a mannequin. You want to make sure that the straightener gets to every part of the hair. Every part of the hair. As you can see, the hair is looking beautiful already, as in beautiful. When combing your hair, if your hair is tangled and you want to detangle, you don't start by combing from here. It's going to stress you and you're going to put so much pressure, and the process of putting pressure will let the hair pull out easily. So what you do is to brush from the bottom. It makes the whole combing process very easy. Okay, any hair type, any hair texture, curly, wavy, bouncy, make sure you're combing from the tip. So I'm going to be styling this hair bit by bit. So I'm going to apply little serum because I feel the hair is kind of dry, but if your hair is not feeling this way, then you don't have to put serum, because you want to be careful when using your serum. Too much of product on your hair will weigh the hair down, and you don't really want that. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my comb and I'll slowly You just straighten for as many times as you want, maybe like 3, 4, or even 5 times. You want to be very mindful that your straightener does not get to the net of your hair. You want to be careful of that so that you don't burn the closure. I like paying attention to my closure part because I want my closure very, very flat. Okay, though I'm still going to work on the closure, but as you can see, the closure is even looking flat already. It's looking flat. As you can see, I've not even flattened my closure yet, and it's already looking flat. That's the effect you get when you straighten your hair properly. So I'm going to switch to the other side, and I'm going to also do the same thing on this side. There is no magic to it, really. There is no magic to it. It's just you knowing what to do and doing what you should do. Okay, I mean, that is why I am here to solve every problems that you're having when it comes to straightening of hair, your bobbing of hair, and in fact hair maintenance generally. Hair maintenance generally, if you really want to know the tricks, the tips, and all the informations that you need to know to maintain your hair and make it last pretty well for you, then you don't want to leave this channel. This is the channel where I'm going to be teaching everything you need to know. At this point, without even working on my closure part yet, you can see how beautiful. I mean, just check it out. Check it out. Check it out. See, check it out. I mean, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to work a bit on the closure part. Really, the closure is looking like very flat already, but I'm still going to do 1 or 2 things to it. So for this closure part, our closure is looking kind of flat already, so I'm not going to be doing much. So I'm just going to go in with my wax stick. There are different brands of wax stick. Just make sure you get a good one. So I'm going to apply some on this part. Just like I said in my previous video, don't apply your wax this way. You are going to weigh the hair down and it's not going to look nice. Okay, so you just want to go on the top and maybe just a little on the side. So I've applied my wax. I don't want to leave my wax this way. I don't want to go carrying this hair like this. It doesn't really look nice. So what I need to do now is to go in with my coiling iron. You can use iron comb or this. Okay, so I'm going to slowly melt the wax into the hair to make it look flat. Okay, I'm just going to keep using the coiling iron on it just to flatten and make the hair wax sink into the hair. So as you can see, you are not seeing the wax anymore because the coiling iron has melted the wax and the closure is looking flat. Okay, unlike this part where you have the that white cast here is not on this side because I've used the iron to melt in the wax, which is actually the proper thing to do anyway. So I'm going to do the same thing on this part, but as you can see, this part is already looking flat and beautiful. So I'm just going to go in with my coiler and I'm going to do the same thing as well. By doing this, you also want to be very careful so you don't put this iron on your net. You don't want to do this because if you do, it's going to burn your net, which you don't really want. So just be careful while using this iron on your closure part. You can see how silky our hair is, like is giving everything silky. If you want to purchase any of the products used in this video, they are all available for immediate delivery. Like, share, subscribe. I mean, you don't want to miss out on any video that I drop. You want to make sure you stay glued to my channel, because I'm going to be sharing everything you need to know. How to maintain your hair curly, wavy, bouncy, I mean, just name it. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.